Day of 1, welcome back to Bravely Default. Last time, we took out Victor and Victoria, finally getting revenge for Olivia's death so long ago. Today, with them out of the way, we're going to continue through Central Command. Hopefully we can just walk through and get to Everlast Tower where the Earth Crystal is, but I have a feeling that opposition's not going to be so light, and we'll at least have to fight brave in order to get through. Or... Damn it! Of course! Of course! At least brave, and also 3 random Duchy Mage... Oh my god, all of them. Two of them, not all of them. So Duchy Pike Guards and Duchy Mage Guards. Similar to, I think they were, like, Blood Rose Legions of these, essentially. This is fun, I don't mind fighting these guys. Do I have Salvemaker on anyone? I think I do. I think I have an idea, yeah. You don't really need it, though. Actually, I think they do have some decent things to steal. You can steal from the Pike Guards, you can steal Ethers, as well as from the Mage Guards, actually. Oh man, I wish I had Shakedown right about now. I guess I could do a mug on each of them. And then I'll also... I don't want that Mage Guard alive, because they have Blizzaga, and that's annoying. Pike Guards also have First Thrust, which... Hear me out on that name. It allows them to just attack at the start of the turn. Kind of like Shippa Genrai from the Ninja. But it sounds a lot more inappropriate. Nothing. Glaive. Oh, okay, yeah, you can steal Glaives from the Pike Guards as well, which is cool. I guess. Are you gonna die? I guess I'll have to use Salvemaker then, whatever. I guess you should probably heal Adia just to make sure. And yeah, I'm just gonna Salvemaker them to death. I have plenty of Fallman Shards, I think. 36, that's not really plenty, but it's enough. One should do it. We already sent out 3 Thunders, so they realistically should die in this turn. I thought that was the attack. Like, no, why am I curing? Wow, okay. I meant to use. Oh, great. Okay. Wow, this fight's going bad. Let's just use 1 Thundara and send out a Cura. We don't need to bother waking Adia up or ring a bell. Hopefully no one dies. Oh my god. Well, okay, you know what? This makes sense. That Tiz isn't doing much damage with that. I forgot that I'm changing him over to a new job, so naturally he's going to do less damage. You go ahead and try Mug again, then. Might as well get some Ethers. I'm not actually sure you can steal Ethers from all of them. I wouldn't be surprised if you can. My notes are wrong. But it makes sense you can steal Ethers from the Mage, at least? Yeah, okay, you can only steal Glaives from the Pike Guards. Which those are just a decent spear. But from, no, just attack. From the Mages, I believe you still can get Ethers. I believe that's correct, at least. That would make sense, at least. They're Mages, so... Anyway, that's that. Some job levels, Auto Shell, Exterminate. Exterminate! Yes! Okay, that's awesome. That's gonna make fights so much easier from here on out.
Hail, nescient children of man.
Who's there?
A petulant daughter's act of rebellion against the father who neglected her.
What?
The naive Vestal's sense of justice as dictated by others, unquestioned as it is unflinching. An orphaned existence, ignorant of himself and alone in this world. Has playing as the trusty friend filled your hollow soul, boy?
Show yourself!
Not but children, all of you.
What?
I am done here. I leave the rest to you, Alternus Dim.
Your cooperation is much appreciated.
Cooperation? No. It is simply a matter of friendly concern. My interest lies in the Templars... the Grand Marshal's daughter. You may cast the remaining 3 into the dungeon, if you so wish.
Yes, my lord.
The two newest members of the Council of Six have perished at the hands of the Vestal. 'Tis such a pity. I never had the chance to meet them.
So Victor and Victoria have met their end?
Yes, Lord Marshal.
A tragic end to tragic lives.
Indeed. But the Vestal and her fellow conspirators have been captured.
Though the toll was heavy, we have them at last. Well done, Altonus. Well done.
No, this was not my doing. It was his.
I see.
There was one more matter, Lord Marshal. Your daughter, Idia, is in her room.
And?
I simply thought you'd wish to know.
Is this my room? Where is everybody?
Dia is now the only one in the party. By the way, did Altonus not have enough grace to put her on her bed instead of this, I guess this is a couch? I guess, or some sort of like mattress thing in the center of the room. Dia's room is pretty simple, nothing much in here. I don't think there's even any items. There's a bed we can rest on to regain our health, but probably not the best time to sleep right now when we're, trying to probably find our friends. She is still a sword master though, so she hasn't had the asterisks taken from her. Or her single asterisk, I guess. Yeah, there's no items around here, so let's just try and get out.
No, leave us. I simply wish to speak with my daughter. Now go.
Father. You never learned to knock first, no matter how many times I asked.
It seems like ages.
What have you done with my friends? Where have you taken them?
Your fellow conspirators are held in the dungeon.
The dungeon? I'd feared that. So they yet live?
As for the Wind Vestal...
Agnes! What will you do with her? You'll bring ruin upon Eternia if you harm a hair on her head!
You speak of ruin. It is you and your conspirators who nearly brought ruin upon this land. Crystalism is a cult, a tool for deceiving the masses. We can trust them with the crystals no longer. The Wind Vestal shall never again see the light of day. And should she persist with her uncooperative attitude...
Then it's as I feared. You'll have her executed, though she was merely caught in a web spun of your selfish ideals.
Selfish, you say?
Well, they are, aren't they? You send big men to chase down and capture one little girl. You wage war far and wide. You ravage nature. You bring suffering upon innocence. Are those your ideals, Father? What is it you're trying to do? I don't understand. I just don't understand.
I did not raise you to be such a shallow little fool.
Father, why do you say such things?
The Earth Crystal is now the last of the crystals here upon Luxendark to retain its normal state. All who seek to awaken the crystal, whether the Vestal or my own flesh and blood, shall face the wrath of my blade! You shall remain here whilst you regain your senses.
And just how long am I to be your prisoner?
Until you realize the error of your ways! Redouble the guard. My daughter poses a graver threat than you might think.
It's as I feared. Father does not understand.
Lord DeRosso, Your Grace, what brings you here? It has been 15 years since you last ventured forth.
15, you say? It brings me joy to see what a fine Grand Marshal you have become. For an immortal such as I, 15 years seems but a fleeting moment in time. Do you recall that day? It was dreadfully cold by your reckoning, though just the sort of weather in which I delight. Upon ceding the head counselor's seat to you, I retired to my castle and partook of a goblet of steaming wine. And now 15 years have passed since you rid yourself of me by naming me Archduke. But I ask you, are you content? You seized the Earth Crystal and laid waste to the places sacred to the Orthodoxy. And you brought the crystals under the dominion of man, exploiting them to build your ideal society. All great deeds we failed to accomplish. You should be proud.
I did it not for pride.
I would have you accept my words as true, for there is no veiled reproach therein. Indeed, you have acted most valiantly, unlike we who have long done naught but watch from the shadows. And yet, you have been too hasty, brave the Templar. I fear I do not share your urgency, for my life has spanned 2,400 years. But I understand the reasoning therein, and it is from such understanding that I say you have been too hasty.
Though 15 years have passed, you have changed not one bit. However, if I might respond,
Father just doesn't understand. Right. All ready. It's quite a way to the dungeon, but I'll manage.
Forgive me, Lord Marshal. Is Edea here with you?
no, she is not. She was supposed to be confined to her chambers.
Yes, Lord Marshal, she was. But she suddenly disappeared.
What's this? We're not the sentries vigilant?
They claim never to have stepped from their post. Her chamber door was never opened.
Then how could she have?
Her father's daughter, indeed. She acts from the same sentiments, those sentiments that you once held for the Crystal Orthodoxy.
How could you know that? Have you not been away from this land these 15 years?
Was it not you who drove me to exile? Well, be that as it may. But to one such as I, you and your daughter are one and the same. Passionate, stubborn, not even 100 years old. So it is I can understand what both father and daughter are thinking, simply by watching. You ought try speaking with her, and listening too. Your time for such opportunities grows short. Crystalism. Anti-crystalism. The quarrel between you and your daughter is but a proxy for that clash of ideas. Open your heart before it is too late. The very future of this world hangs in the balance.
You truly have not changed, have you?
Is that so? Well, you must forgive me. But lest you forget, it was you who appointed me Archduke.
I know the dungeon key is around here somewhere. Found it! Now to free everyone.
Still going it solo for now. That DeRosso guy just wiped us out. 4 birds in a cage. Agnes, it's you! Ring a bell. Are you alright? Fit as a fiddle. I am unharmed as well. Ah, rude! What's the big idea leaving me out? Ah, sorry. Wait, Adia isn't here. What? Where is she then? Think about it. This is her home. She has friends here. Family. Right about now, she... You can't think this was all a trap! Adia is not the sort of person to commit such deception. I will not believe it. She's right, me neither. And me least of all. I'm saying she's in more danger than all of us. We're only enemies of the state. What, and Adia isn't? With her, it's personal. She betrayed them, Tiz. People here must bear a grudge against her. So you suspect she's being subjected to an especially cruel punishment? Ringabel, your journal. What does it say? Anything about getting out of here? I'll have a look. No luck. I suppose even miraculous tomes have their limits. Then let us send Ari as a scout. What? Ari is a what now? You can pass between these bars. Please, go and have a look around the area. Nice thinking, Agnes. She may be able to track down the cell keys. But what if someone sees me? Do you think I can just muscle through like you all? Do you see any muscle on me? At all? If we all remain here, we'll get no closer to the Earth Crystal. Or to Adia. At least see if she's being held here in the dungeons or not. Oh, fine. You want me to go, I'll go. Wouldn't want Adia harmed. Not that anyone cares what happens to me. Thank you, Ari. I shall be praying to my pendant for your safe return. I expect I'll need it. Anyway, here goes nothing. Shh, wait, I hear something. Ah, what do I do? Someone's coming! I've gotta hide! What's with all the noise? I could hear you guys from outside. That voice, it's Ia. Sorry to keep you waiting. Find the keys to this place. I'm just glad to see you're safe. Well, that was weird. That we could just communicate with them through wherever they are. Anyway, there's some chests in here. Before we, free our friends. I guess we're doing Ring Bell first.
Are you alright, Ring-a-Bell?
Why wouldn't I be? I mean, I knew you'd come. All I had to do is sit back and wait. And, well, here you are. I'm the luckiest man alive. You're my savior, my goddess. Let me thank you with a big kiss.
Ring-a-Bell, are you coming or not? I can leave you here.
Of course. Let's go.
Adia still not putting up with Ring-a-Bell's shit. But we do have a party chat between them. Glad you're alright, Ring-a-Bell. Thank you, my dear. I owe you. And a gentleman always repays his debts. Debts to ladies ever pay tenfold. Here he goes. It's always this. If you would have me do something else, milady needs but ask. Alright then, Ring-a-Bell. How about you go out with me? That's very, might I ask what provoked that? If you're my boyfriend, where would you take me? Where is tonight's date? Tonight, let me see. I need time to prepare All this time, you never once stopped to think what you'd do with me if I ever said yes? Well, you see... I'm only teasing you. You can dish it out, but you can't take it at all. Oh, this is useful information. What? You've been treating Tiz like a little brother this whole time. And every time you get the chance, you tease poor Agnes. So, who do I tell this to first? Is neither an option? I vote neither. Then you owe me twice the hush money. Yeah, apparently these characters just have their own little pockets of money. I love that conversation. I love that Vagabell's just this character who is flirtatious and outgoing, but when someone actually recuperates or responds in a positive way, recuperate may not be the right word, responds in a positive manner, he just doesn't know what to do. So luckily, they do make it so you don't run into too many enemies on the way down. Or not on the way down, what am I saying? While you're still going through the dungeons alone, or at least with only 1 or 2 party members. Like right now we're only running into a Dutchy Mage Guard, which we should be able to wipe out with just these two, especially with, yeah, there we go. Especially with Sword Magic, I was going to say. But we still have 2 more friends to find, of course. And that DeRosso guy, he mainly pointed to Brave that he could do with listening to Edea and other people more, instead of just basically forcing his ideals upon the world and his family.
Thanks, Edea. You're a lifesaver.
You're quite welcome. But it was really nothing. After all, I was raised within Central Command's walls. I know every nook and cranny.
Were you able to speak with your father?
Huh? What does it matter to you?
You have family you can talk to. You ought to, you know.
You would forgive my father? Grand Marshal of Eternian Forces. Head Counselor of the Council of Six. You've seen how much Agnes has suffered because of my father's orders.
True enough, but...
You need not worry about me. We need to focus on awakening the Earth Crystal.
All right.
Tiz never said he'd forgive Brave. He just said that Edea should speak with him. And to be fair, she did, but Brave did refuse to listen. And that's definitely somewhere he can improve. And I understand where Tiz is coming from, given he, lost all of his friends and family, can never speak to them again. Glad you're alright, Tiz. Thanks. I owe you one. Hey, Tiz. Tiz, how do you feel about Agnes? Be honest. Whoa! Where is this coming from? Never mind. It's written on your face. My face? And hey, keep it down, would you? Don't worry. She can't hear us from here. And you can't keep hiding your feelings anyway. Go tell her. Tell her you like her. What? No, I don't. The crystals come first. This is no time to be... I didn't mean right this second. Sometime, when it's just you two. You tell her, take your hand, and walk your path together, side by side. I mean it, Tiz. You're not going to find anyone else like her if you pass this up. Not ever. Never, ever, ever. Look, would you please keep it down? Aw, Tiz is embarrassed. Also, she couldn't hear us. We were like maybe 30 feet away. Actually, I don't know the scale of the Bravely world. We're all chibi people, so... Not chibi, but small people. Small is not correct either. Tiny? That's... How many synonyms can I say for small and then say they're incorrect? Let's see. I'm not going to try anymore, actually. I'm just an idiot. Non-realistically proportioned. I will leave it at that. That should be enough to wipe them out, so I'm just gonna default with Tiz. I don't think I need to attack. We do have to readjust our party order as soon as possible, though. I should really do that. Please die. Please. Okay, let's try exterminate then for one enemy. I don't know, whatever, sure. Okay, sweet, he's gonna die then. Yay! Yeah, exterminate does affect your party members too. I should mention that. So if your party members are asleep or poisoned, you're gonna get hurt too. Let's go ahead and put you back in the lead. That's incorrect. Vangabell needs to be above. What's he at? There we go. And let's say Agnes. Oh, and Eri too.
Yes. Are you alright?
I am. Now that you're here, Adia, I'm glad to see you're safe and sound too.
Me?
Well, the Eternian forces do view you as a traitor to your homeland. I feared they'd have some unspeakable punishment awaiting you.
You needn't worry about that. My father is not so draconian as that. And yet, on second thought...
At least no harm has come to you.
I'd like to thank you too, Adia. You saved me from having to search this entire dungeon. Eri, do you think you could have carried this key around? You're so little after all.
It does look really heavy. I'd rather not think about lugging that about.
There's nothing to worry about now that I'm here. Well, I better lead the way. With your poor sense of direction, Agnes, who knows where we'd end up.
Now hold on. My sense of direction has improved. At least somewhat.
Isn't that simply a matter of having Eri and Tiz lead the way?
Well, that may be, but...
Don't take it so hard. Now come on, follow me.
If you say so.
I'm glad the party is obviously more trusting of each other than before. It doesn't feel that long ago that Agnes was furious at Adia for just being the Grand Marshal's daughter. Also, there is a hidden wall around here somewhere. Is this it? No? That's just... What the hell's going on here? That leads to a chest in one of the cells, but I don't exactly remember where that hidden wall is. Oh, okay. This is actually a new one. Duchy Guardsman. Otherwise, it's not that... It's really not that different, though. All you can steal from it is an ice brand, which you already have, but it's probably worth stealing just because it is a unique item, as well as probably sells for a decent bit. Otherwise, I'm just going to run Exterminate a bunch. Even just a couple should kill it. Otherwise, we'd put Agnes back in her proper location in the party, but otherwise, Fear Exterminate should kill it. If it gets poisoned at all, that is. Hopefully it does. And hopefully I steal that ice brand. Please. Okay, sweet. Poison, miss. Okay, well, that's a waste of turn. That's fine. We can just run... I guess run some of these. Sure. Also, I think I still have attack item. No, I definitely don't have attack item map on Tiz. I'm pretty sure I got rid of that. You're not going to be able to do much. Just default. I don't think this is going to kill. Oh, maybe. It's what, like 10,000 damage? No. Yeah. About. Cool. Well, that's dead. Okay. Let's continue to search for this thing. We need to put you here. There we go. There, we're back to normal now. It's in one of the cells. I don't remember which one. Maybe this one? There's only a limited number of them, so... Has to be... Maybe it's near the stairs. Maybe it's not in the cell at all. This is, There we go. Just walk over here, run into a random battle. And I can confirm that you can, in fact, steal ethers from the Duchy Mage cards. They also drop hammer maces, if you really want that. Excalibur. That is an awesome sword. I think it does light damage, which is sweet. Yep. Light and Beat sort of a great king. It looks sick as well. I never really mentioned how cool the swords and weapons look in this game. Iceman specifically looks awesome. It's like a weaponized ice pick, essentially. Not ice pick, like icicle, rather. Looks awesome. This trident looks really cool. Glaive. Anyway, we should probably equip Excalibur to you. That'd be nice. But I don't think there's anything else. There is that cell up there I didn't search. There's nothing in there. I can say that for sure because we have all the chests. But I wanted to fill the map in anyway. So that's the Central Command prison down, or at least the second basement level of it down. I never did mention what the Duchy Guardsman does. It has Carotid Slash, which just decreases magic defense by 25%, which is mainly bad when you're also fighting a Duchy Mage Guard that can use magic, like Blizzaga. Otherwise, on its own, it's not really that bad. It just lowers a stat that on its own it can't really make use of that much. Of course, up here we do have another basement level. We were on the second level of it after all, the second basement. And there's more chests in here. I don't like this area at all. Light Charm, that decreases light damage. Well, this part of the area at all, because it's just really maze-like. However, I do like this area in terms of the fact that, ooh, okay, you're an Archdemon. I think you have, like, Wing Slice, and that does a bunch of damage. We should just try and Poison Exterminate you. There's not really many times in the game where characters just get to have a conversation one-on-one with each other. I don't know what you can steal. We can steal from you, but I'm gonna try to steal something. There's a couple party chats between like Agnes and Tiz specifically. You're weak to light, alright. Between Agnes and Tiz specifically. But that's it, kind of? What? Oh, okay, yeah, some enemies do kind of resist exterminate, and Archdemon is one of them. There's not too many enemies like that. You kind of just have to know which one it is through... Okay, your Charming Thrust. I know which one it is through Trial and Error. That's a weird enemy to give a Charm attack to, but okay. Let's cure that. And it has Fear. Okay, you just have all the bad attacks. Luckily, you died of poison. Woo! And all the fights here are thankfully giving us some levels in jobs and stuff. I don't think this is the way out. This leads to a chest with an next potion. Nice. There is some good stuff to find here. I just don't like how maze-like this area is. And Jesus, we're running into a lot of fights. With Tufels. They just have Thundaga. They're weak to earth and light. And poison. Hopefully. Yeah, some enemies do resist it. I don't know which ones offhand. You kind of have to figure out the trial and error. And that's unfortunate. I wish there was some way to know. Like, resist poison. I think if they have... Well, no, if they have poison resistance, then it would get poison in the first place, would they? Do you have an attack all thing? Sonic or Air Splitter? Go and do that. Go and do that, and then also attack everyone as well. Actually, do you have anything good to steal? Ethers, it seems. So actually, just go and mug, because otherwise... Well, you'll do light damage anyway, and attack at the same time, so... Actually, I don't know if mug, Oh, whoops, I ordered. I meant to check and hit the wrong button. Oh well. These things happen. Oh my god, we're gonna poison all of them? Sweet! That's one exterminate out. Doesn't kill them, unfortunately, but other attacks should. Hopefully Agnes doesn't. Enough living about this. First, sweet, okay. Oh. Well, whatever. The auto kind of messed that up, but that's fine. Doesn't really matter that much. Sword Magic level 5, nice. Bell's getting to be a lot more helpful with that. In fact, is that the last level in Sword? No, this Sword Magic level 6 for sure. How do I see? We'll have to go to abilities, and then there we go. Yeah, there's one more level. I don't remember when we get that. Isn't it like level like 11? Tell you what, I'm gonna put him back on Thief for now. Because I really want to get shaked. Well, yeah, I want to get shaken down. And go back to Sword Magic, I guess, so we have that Black Magic use. And we need to heal a little bit, so run a Curata. It should only take one. Curata's super powerful, yep. And now we continue through. I think this path is the correct one. Watch me eat my fucking words. I just ate my fucking words. Oh my god. God damn it. Okay. On that note, I'm realizing that we probably don't want Ringbell to have that equipped anymore. Do we have a bow to give him? Like a good bow? No, we don't. Go with the Assassin Dagger then, I guess. I wish I could give you a bow, but we don't have one on hand, so... No chest down here. There's a lot of wasted areas in this place where there's no chests and nothing. It's just meant to be a maze, which makes sense for a dungeon. You don't want people to find their way out easily if they escape, but it's really annoying for us. Right, so what was the last level of black magic that Tiz got? Because I feel like he's really behind. 4, and Agnes... Oh, Agnes also has 4. Really? I think we do have black magic level 5, but no one has it. That sucks. Honestly, we have Exterminate and Twilight, and that's all I really need from the Arcanist at this point. And I hate to switch off of it so fast, but that's kind of all I wanted. So we'll keep it, because it's still a super good job. And I'll train it up more later, but for now I really want to get high level black magic. So we're going to switch back over to that. And we're going to continue on this path, because this is where we're heading. And there's also a chest somewhere down here. There we go. Dragon Fang. Oh, sick. I'm glad I went through with that. Alright, back to where we were. That's how it ends. And now this is the right path that Are you fucking shitting me? On one side, thank you for interrupting me because I don't know what I was saying. On the other hand, it was just really rude and inconsiderate of those wolves to interrupt me and then try and kill me. Like, do one or the other. Try to kill me, but don't interrupt me. Or just, you know, interrupt me, but don't try to kill me. Both are rude, but together they're just awful. Agnes just got the best ability for her, save White Magic MP. Well, no, second best ability. Holy One is best ability. Oh, your natural is... right. Well... Self-healing. Bait water, no. Oh, I have angelic wood. Okay, that's what I was trying to think of. Silence immunity. And you don't have, like, anything else in any other job. That, I guess. Sure, whatever, that's fine. Chest down here. Last chest of this area. Bacchus's wine. Okay, great. Well, let's finally get out of here.
Now, if we can get through here, then... Hold on while I try this key. It won't open.
Are you sure? Do we need a different key?
I don't understand. I'd thought...
Little Edea, in a bit of a bind?
Who's there? Sage? Is that you? What are you doing here?
What am I doing here? I could ask you the same. As for me, I'm right where I belong.
Right where you...
Yes, indeed. You see, I'm a founding member of the council that preceded the Duchy of Eternia. And that would make me your enemy.
I don't understand.
I've been sequestered in Yuliana Woods ever since that Templar Brave Lee seized power. But the fact remains, I still count among the members of the Council of Six.
You were acquainted with my father? Then you must have known who I am. Why didn't you say so, you miserable old lech?
I saw little need, being that I was in seclusion and no longer attending the council.
This cannot be. You were a trusted friend to us, a teacher-like figure who rendered aid. And to now hear you say you serve Eternia? The people who killed the Earth Vestal, the Fire Vestal, Olivia! I don't understand. Who are you, really?
Who indeed? I am but an outsider looking in.
What do you want with us?
An old friend has risen from a long slumber, so I came to see him. While I was here, I thought I would deliver a warning.
A warning?
Then you yet serve the Duchy's forces, and mean to stand against us? You are not entirely wrong there. This world is not so clean or pleasant as you may think. I suspect your journey this far has taught you as much. Malice is not the only enemy. The road to ruin is oft paved with good intentions. With action comes consequence. The joy of some may be the misery of others. To decide one way is to abandon the other. Knowing this, will you continue upon your chosen road?
Nothing could stop me.
You mean us?
Right. Us. We've come so far together.
Is that so? Well then, have the courage to think and act on your own.
Those words. Have the courage to disobey.
Well now, you do remember.
Sage.
Step back.
Sage?
Know that ever shall I be watching over you.
alignments are getting weird. Apparently the Sage works sort of for the Duchy of Eternia and the Council of Six, but not really, because he's not working that much with them. Man, things are getting weird. But I assume we'll... Oh my god. I assume we'll find out more as we continue onwards. But man, that's weird. To think that the Sage, who was seemingly working so close with also the Orthodox, who's also possibly working closely with the Duchy. I mean, he hasn't attended a council in years, apparently. So, who knows how much he really was talking to them and working with them. But anyway, I got some stuff to sell. Dragon's Power, okay, that's it. Ice Brand, sell that, don't need it. Flame Tank, don't need it. Don't need these glaives, don't need those Wizard's Rods. Actually, yeah, I don't need them. Definitely don't need these Hammer Maces. Sage of Staff, I guess we could sell that. Yeah, get rid of it. And any armor? I don't think there's any armor I want to sell. I'll say I have like 5 of any of these, but I don't think I do. Yeah, okay. Anything cool to buy? I guess I should mention these cosmetics we got. So we have one for Tiz, Ringabel, Agnes, and Adia, as well as one that can be equipped to everyone. The onion shirt is, I hate this description, ever-changing clothing worn by Tiz, and then Ringabel, Agnes, Adia. I don't know what that means. The appearance of the special outfit changes over time. The thing is that it doesn't. It doesn't change over time. And I don't understand why it says that. As far as I know, there's nothing that actually changes the appearance of this item. It just is what it is. And I don't know why it says that. The plain tunic is something that just makes you look like a freelancer no matter what job you have equipped. Which can make some cutscenes a little less silly, which I do appreciate. But they all cost 200,000 peaks, so we won't be able to afford these for a while. But yeah, again, I don't know why it's ever changing. That description doesn't make any sense. And there's nothing else here. These two things are really good later on, especially when you want to grind. Doubles the XP and JP, but doubles, or gets rid of EXP and JP gain, but doubles Peak. And this is the opposite. No Peak, but more EXP and JP. Helpful, but something we don't really need right now. I don't know if this stacks with encounter rate increase. I think it does, because it's saying just items, not settings. And then this lowers for strike rate. There's a bunch of cool little things you can get from the adventure, but none of them I really want right now. Partly because I can't. Well, I can't afford them, but I don't think they're particularly helpful right now. Anyway, that's gonna be that for this episode. I love all those little moments with the characters in this dungeon. Or rather, in the dungeon of this dungeon. Weird. I love all the little character moments in the dungeons of Eternian Central Command. You don't give many opportunities for each character to speak one-on-one with another, let alone have, full cutscenes and party chats dedicated to that. Sadly, Adia and Agnes didn't get one for some reason. That's kind of weird. I think they would have a lot to say to each other, given the distrust between them at the start, especially when Adia came out as being Brave's daughter. I think they would have a lot to say about how the trust between each other has grown, or at least between Agnes and Adia has grown, or Adia has grown. I don't know. Weird. Weird that that's the two characters that it chose not to give party chats to and everything. But I don't know. Whatever. It's fine as is. I guess their cutscene was still touching. Anyway, that's it. Next time, we'll make our way through Central Command and probably fight Brave finally. See you guys then. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, maybe check out some of the other series I've done. You can also consider subscribing, checking out my Patreon page, or joining my Discord server. There are links in the description to those, as well as other social media links like Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for watching.